Here's a promise. You already know most of what this video teaches. If you can grab a character out of a string by its position, take a slice of it, and ask for its length, then you already know how to do those same things to a tuple. Today we meet a brand new compound data type, built entirely from moves you have already mastered. First, let's recall the data types we've met so far. We have integers and floats for numbers, booleans for truth values, and a none type, whose single value is none. And we've used strings. A string is really a compound type. It's a sequence of single characters, sitting one after another in a fixed order, and we've already treated it that way. We could index into a string to pull out the character at a given position. We could slice out a run of characters, and we could ask for its length. Keep those three moves in mind: indexing, slicing, and length. Tuples are about to reuse every one of them. So what is a tuple? A tuple is an indexable ordered sequence of objects. Let's break that phrase into three pieces. First, a sequence of objects. Just as a string is a sequence of single characters, a tuple is a sequence of objects of any kind. Second, ordered. The sequence has a definite order. There's an object in the first position, an object in the second position, and so on, exactly like the characters in a string. Third, indexable. We can reach in and grab the object at position 0, the object at position 1, and so on. And both pronunciations you'll hear, tuple and tuple, are perfectly fine. Let's start creating tuples. We make an empty tuple with nothing but an opening and a closing parenthesis, side by side. That mirrors how we make an empty string with an opening and closing quotation mark. Assign that empty pair of parentheses to the name empty, and Python confirms it. Its type is tuple, and its length is 0. You might worry this looks like a function call, since function calls also use parentheses. But here the parentheses stand alone, with no function name in front of them, so Python is not confused. Now for a tuple with a single element. You might guess you just wrap the element in parentheses, but watch closely. Suppose we set the variable a to 5 wrapped in parentheses. Python reads those simply as grouping parentheses around the number. So a stays an integer with the value 5, no tuple at all. To actually build a one-element tuple, we need a trailing comma. We set the variable b to 4 followed by a comma, all inside parentheses. That comma tells Python this is a sequence containing one object. Now b's type is tuple, and the printing b shows the number 4 with a comma right after it, inside parentheses. That little comma is the whole difference between a genuine one-element tuple and the parentheses used just for grouping. To build a tuple with many elements, we list all the objects inside parentheses, separated by commas. Take a tuple containing 2, the string meet, and 3. Its first element is the integer 2, its second is the string meet, and its third is the integer 3. Ask for its length, and Python says 3. Now notice something strings can't do. A tuple can mix and match types. Integers, strings, floats, booleans, any object at all can sit side by side in one tuple. A string had to be all characters, but a tuple has no such restriction. Still, just like a string, the elements keep their order. First stays first, and the last stays last. The remaining operations are ones you already know from strings, so let's move quickly. We use square brackets to index into a tuple, and the indexing starts at 0. For our tuple, position 0 gives us 2, and the position 1 gives us the string meet. We can also slice a tuple exactly like a string, asking for the slice from index 0 up to, but not including 2 hands, back a smaller tuple containing 2 and the string meet. And we get the length with the len function, which counts the elements, here 3. Same brackets, same slicing, same length you already used on strings. Next, concatenation. Just as the plus operator glues 2 strings together, it glues 2 tuples together into one longer tuple, holding all their elements in a row. Take the tuple 1, 2, and add the tuples 3, 4. The result is a single 4-element tuple, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing is added arithmetically. The elements are simply laid end-to-end in order into a new tuple. Finally, some built-in functions carry over too. Over a tuple of numbers, max grabs the largest element, min grabs the smallest, and the sum adds them all up. Take the tuple 2, 5, 3, max returns 5, min returns 2, and the sum returns 10. One thing to watch in the syntax. A call like max of that tuple has two sets of parentheses. The outer pair belongs to the function call, and the inner pair builds the tuple we are taking the max of. Seeing double parentheses there is correct, not a typo. So here's the whole picture. A tuple is an indexable ordered sequence of objects, and unlike a string, it can hold a mix of types. We create one with parentheses. Empty is just an open and a closed pair. A single element needs that required trailing comma. Many elements are separated by commas, and every operation you learned on strings carries straight over. Indexing with square brackets, the plus operator to concatenate, slicing length and max, min, and the sum. Learn the tuple once, and you've mostly relearned the string you already knew. To practice what you just learned, this course has free exercises and AI graded feedback on ludium.ai. The link is in the description.